Mika, good to see you again. How's it
It's so
going?
good to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we can finally talk about off
Uh-oh.
cap,
Uh-oh.
which is amazing. I did kind of want to ask, I always talk about that kind of script to screen journey, but this is book to script to screen journey. What was that like
Yeah.
for you seeing everything come to life once you officially got on set?
It was really cool. Yeah, I've also never done like a book to script to screen type thing. So it was really nice just to have that extra kind of like source material to reference in the prep. And it was also just really interesting to see like how the writers adapted the book to a screenplay, because that's something that I've always been interested in doing. And so like kind of seeing how that world works was really fascinating.
What was it like, preparing for, the scenes where it's the friendship scenes with everyone, but then also specifically like, the more romantic scenes and all that and like the love interest stuff? Like, because though, like, did it feel like, you were preparing like differently for those compared to just kind of the group friend scenes? Like, what was that like for you?
Honestly, we all got so close while we were filming. I love all my castmates are amazing. And they just kept it, really professional. We had, intimacy coordinators on set for all of us. And yeah, it was it was not as big of a deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even want to say that necessarily. It was because it was just handled in a way that made it feel be
Mhm.
very safe and like natural and comfortable
No,
for everybody.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It was more like because I'm just saying because it's so interesting to see all the friends and everything at the hockey games, but then
Yeah.
there's also this like who's gonna date who, right? Like it's interesting to
Yeah.
kind of think about those two different things, you know?
Yeah. No, and I think we just all were so close offset. Like we all there was just a lot of just friendship between
Yeah.
everybody, and it made it really easy to kind of like, when we yeah,
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
was good.
What would you say? It's interesting because you've done these projects before that are these like kind of slice of life coming of age, like Snack Shack. And I'm wondering if you take things or mindsets from those projects to something like off campus, or they're completely separate once you wrap them.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think um I honestly, it felt like filming Snack Shack. It was obviously a very different project, and filming television, television is very different from shooting an independent film in Nebraska City, Nebraska. But it felt very similar in the sense that I got so close with Connor and Gabe and Nick while we were filming, and it felt like summer camp, and we just like had such a great time together. And it
Mhm.
was very similar with this cast, and I really valued the relationship that I built with my Snack Shack cast, and I valued how easy that made work every day. And just, the scenes where you're friends, the scenes where you're hanging out, having fun, like that just comes so naturally when you have those relationships with those people. And so I did kind of bring that, not
Mhm.
consciously, but into this set, just because, yeah, every day off set we're all hanging out. Some of us are living in the same building. Some of us, I'm
Mhm.
with my friends all the time, and then we go to work together, and it kind of, makes work not feel like work, but it also serves the work because the relationships kind of show through.
Absolutely. And then last question. I can't wait for people to see Off Campus, season one on Prime Video. And we
Yeah.
already know that there's a season two. When they get a chance to finally kind of dive in, like what are you hoping they'll get out of it specifically?
I think season one has a really great mix of joy and fun and funny moments, but then it has a lot of heart, and we cover a lot of really serious, important topics. And
Yeah.
um, I think sometimes that joy and that levity can kind of help open you up to vulnerability about these more serious things. And so I hope that people enjoy what they watch, but I also hope that they feel like they can identify with all of us. We're such a big cast where it's a huge ensemble, and each character is so different and unique. I think there's a lot of opportunity for viewers to identify with one of us. They have to be able to identify
Yeah.
with one of us. So I hope that like I hope that people are able to laugh and enjoy the show, but also kind of, feel seen.
Absolutely. No, that's so well said. I can't wait for people to see Off Campus on Prime Video. Mika, good to see you again. Thank you
So
so
good
much
to
for your
see
time.
you. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.